Welcome back to another episode of the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly podcast. We have a special guest.
You're right. Let me get
today. We have my main man from Nationwide, Mr. Joe Shine, living his best life at ATL. Hey man, Joe, go ahead out there and just give yourself a little introduction, man.
My name is Joe Shine. Been friends with Irv and Brandon for a long time. Met Lenny a while back, So, we've been friends for a long time. That's all I can say. We go way back. Good people.
Are you guys really friends though? I would use that. I would tread lightly with the word friends.
Well, somebody had a name. Enemies, somebody had a nickname for me that I didn't prefer, Pet Rock, but we'll leave that alone.
That was a different Rondell.
Yeah, that was a different.
That was the gold tooth Rondell that I met in the club that night. I didn't know who that was.
He was living a very unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and to my credit, it's hilarious because that's basically what you were at work. You were basically a pet rock, man. You just sat there and you waited for us to give you input to create your sort of narrative.
Man,
I'm gonna let you tell it because that's skill set. Yeah, okay.
All right, so look, Joe, you happened to step on the show because you felt like in a previous episode we may have egregiously spoken about you in the manner of our it was an ATL trip, right?
There were some slightly false accusations that was changed around, I would say.
Now, can you give a little
not necessarily false, but a little exaggerated.
You didn't like the characterization of you,
right? Exactly.
So we could have went harder. I thought we did. We handled it with care.
That's how I felt.
Joe, mind you, I've never watched the episode of this, so I don't know how I look.
Okay.
I don't know how it looks to you when you're watching it, but I felt like we did a good job of being, just staying in line and telling the story, the facts.
Now, Joe, if you could, I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but can you give us your recap of basically what we said about that event?
Okay, so we were at a day party, having a good time, brothers. Walking, got out of there and was leaving for the evening to go somewhere else, or afternoon, I should say. And I get out to the parking lot. There happened to be some, typical flyers, some CDs on my car, and
typical Atlanta stuff, right? That's not
typical Atlanta stuff. Typical. You got your trap music. You got your come to us. I don't know, C-Fly's party.
But this wasn't your first time. This wasn't your first time coming out of an event and having things on your car, right?
Not at all. Not anywhere. Okay. Just typical, So I proceeded to come out. I didn't see the group of gentlemen sitting over in the car that was over in the parking lot at the time. I did not see them, but it didn't matter to me. Okay. That's my vehicle. So when I came out, there was a bunch of flyers, CD. The CD was like, first of all, the CD wasn't nothing that I felt like I really wanted to listen to at the time.
Listen, I gotta listen. Listen, man.
Oh, he put the anti.
Come on, man. Listen, man.
Already,
you
started, man.
Because listen, you cannot say that you had time to do any of that. All right, this happened so fast, and that is why it became egregious.
It was not that fast. You're telling me I can't read the CD?
Apologies.
Can I add a tidbit?
It was
for me. It was great hanging out with you brothers in that setting, but it was a very awkward situation for me all night, all afternoon. It was just weird. Whole situation was weird. Almost broke somebody's Bentley rearview mirror drunk. Never did for my life.
Oh man!
And it was a grown woman. She was older than me, which appeared to be her husband. I was so they was together. They was together at the club. And she kept dancing on him and staring at me, and it made it real. I'm like, this old man gonna want to fight me in a minute. This lady keep looking at me in my eyes.
I didn't hear about that story.
But we know the poly sort of lifestyle is big in Atlanta. So
they was setting me up.
Yeah. That could have just been a look they was giving you. So I understand how that could feel weird. But as we get older, we know that's a real thing now. Right?
It still will make me weird. Yeah, I feel weird tonight. It happened tonight.
Can I just interject? That's typical because me and Brandon's going out nights together, And
We don't
I
edit
made-
nothing. Hold on, we not edit anything before you say anything.
Yeah, just make sure you know that. it's
Yeah, we
live.
not gonna cut. This is live.
I'm
And
fine.
Brad's married, so watch it.
No, I'm.
Who's Brad?
I mean, Brandon.
Brad's
But
married.
Brad is married though.
Brad, yeah,
also
Brad
is
married.
married.
Cheers to
Listen,
Brad.
this
He
is
been
this.
in Ohio too long.
Listen,
What's up,
this
Brad?
is just a minute. We went out. We was at a place. Little African dude was talking to a chick. I was slightly inebriated. Had a little drink, like you was talking about, Lenny. And I tried to mosey. Back then, I was much bigger than I am now. So the dude was in the way, and he was standing against the wall talking to the girl. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, baby, or something. And I was like, excuse me, brother. He wouldn't move. So I proceeded to shove him out the way and go to the bar to get my drink. What did he say to you, Brandon? Quote, what did he say?
Well, brother, I thought we were gonna talk about the CD talk.
We're going to talk about
another
that,
story.
too. We'll talk
Yeah.
about
But I
that.
mean,
I don't even know what lane that was in. I was
Yeah, I
letting
don't
you
know where
ride.
that came from,
I
brother.
don't know. If
I mean, that's my
good.
my apologies. I steered it off course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I don't
but
feel
that
like-
was at the same venue.
I don't
Joe's
feel
talking
like
about a different
polygamy.
venue, different time, different location, man.
He about to give the goods on you right now.
But yeah, brother. He's talking about a time he's got into a fight with an Ethiopian dude.
Okay, so
I
let's
had to
go
kind of
back.
break it up.
No,
Can we
no.
go
We'll
back
go
to
back
you?
to what we were talking about. Let's
Yes,
go back
please.
to that.
Keep it on page. Keep it on
Keep it on
same
page. Let's go
brother.
back to
Yes.
track. We
Same
got off
page,
a little
brother.
bit.
This is when
But we left the party.
You shot put somebody's CD across the metropolitan.
It was a discus throw. It was like a discus. The
That's what
discus.
we talking about.
I gave it a little fling.
Now you threw that. It was funny because he didn't throw it away. I think he threw it straight up in the air, if I remember correctly.
No,
Like
you
straight up.
guys both are wrong, by the way.
Go ahead, tell us.
I'm
B.
gonna tell you what he said. Before I tell you that, Joe, how many people did you see as far as the other group of guys? How many people did you see in your peripheral?
Yeah, Joe.
How many guys was it total?
When
You
I
crossed the
heard,
street?
listen, when I heard, hey dog, that's my CD, I looked over. It had to be about maybe 10 brothers
Oh, okay, well,
About 10
sitting
to
on a
15.
whip,
10 to 15.
sitting on a donk and something else,
or
Yeah.
more, but yes.
So the way we explained it was correct. So Brandon was correct by saying he had to de-escalate it. I was correct by saying, well, it is what it is. And Lenny was like, yo, what
Lenny
the
was
fuck
ready
just
for
happened?
whatever. Yeah, he was already inebriated and ready for whatever. So.
Yeah, well, I seen him. Now I didn't put the CD together with them. I was like, I'm used to coming out spots, niggas hanging in the parking lot. That's
Right.
life.
What is
So
that?
Before,
I really just I just seen him grab his CD like, what the F is this, and throw it.
there you go.
And I'm like,
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you.
that's
Say it
not
again,
what
Lenny.
I would
There
do.
you go.
Say
That's
it
the
again,
part
Lenny.
that Joe was
Folks.
missing. You
Say it
said,
again,
"What the
Lenny.
F is this?" And you
Right.
threw it up in the air.
Yeah, but
Right.
just 5
But
minutes
let's
ago,
be
you
clear.
was
Let's
trying to
be clear.
explain
It
you
never
read it.
was gonna go nowhere but a conversation.
But I read the
Well, I ain't
CD
gonna
and
say
it
that,
was
P.
trap something.
Yeah,
No, I just know how we
something,
operate,
and
and
I
it's just.
said,
Go
what
ahead,
is
I'm
this?
sorry.
What the fuck is this? And tossed it. So
Loud.
how am I
Very
wrong
loud.
with that?
What,
It's my vehicle.
bro? You have never thrown a CD, a flyer, nothing out of your car, other than
Ever.
you might throw it
When?
away, but you have never seen anything loud like that.
When have
Never-
you never
ran-
seen
ran
me do
bumps
that?
And then-
No,
Bro.
I've been with you at the confluence. I've been
Plenty
with you at the
times.
let out for the lobby. I've been at you at the let out for some of the downtown things, and there's stuff
And
on
I'm
our car.
taking stuff off my car and proceed. I know it's littering, but I've thrown it on the ground.
I don't.
You take it off your car and then it goes on the ground. You don't say what the fuck is this, and then
He runs to the nigga, hand him out. Is
Hey,
this your
Olympian.
shit, nigga? This sweet shit.
Olympian.
Yo, it's yeah, it was.
But
I don't think no, it wouldn't have went bad. It wouldn't have been those fisticuffs.
It wasn't gonna go bad.
Man, y'all tripping, bro.
I just love black people. Me and black people. It's just been a conversation.
Man,
Man, look, black man.
bruh.
Ain't nobody trying to harm you, man.
So
That's-
stay on that point for a
Right.
minute, P. Why do you think it wouldn't have went left or went bad? Please educate me on that part, brother.
Can I
Force,
can I-
respect, force. Force is respect, force. If you come with force, not mutual force,
Not just to
it's
me.
like let's have a conversation before we engage in this, because somebody is not coming away the same after this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be me, it could be you.
Okay.
But it's going life altering. So out of respect for force, we're gonna have a conversation to make sure we really got to go there.
but,
Like this really a violation, because there's a
but
lot
what
of
is-
misunderstandings in the world.
but what
Yeah.
is Joe? What does Joe feel that way? I mean, 'cause
No,
No.
not at all. He say fuck them
because
niggas.
if it was your vehicle or whoever vehicle, and I put something on there and I don't want it, get the shit off my car. I
Secondly,
don't want it. What's
it's a
wrong with
poor
that?
strategy to produce CDs and put on people's cars. It's
Right.
not a great way to endear
That
yourself
was
to an audience.
If I was a
El
manager,
I wouldn't advise that. Now
That was the L he took.
It's
No.
cool.
That was the
Imagine
L
if
he
it rained. Now you got
No.
a CD sticking on your windshield.
No, we're not deflecting here. We're not deflecting.
Okay,
we're
if
not
you
talking
was
about
making
something yet.
CDs, would you be giving out free CDs
Yes,
on people's windshields?
because listen, if you talk about the business of it, and if you're doing it correctly, you're probably putting a mixtape out that has something that talks about an actual paid product that the person can go and buy after they hear your free thing.
Them
Absolutely.
niggas ain't had none of that shit going like that.
We don't. No. Listen.
So if somebody put
We
an
have-
AOL CD
hold
in your
on,
mailbox,
hold on,
take it
man.
and toss it away, what?
Again, we're not
Most
deflecting.
definitely.
We're not deflecting. We staying on topic. All
Stay on
right.
topic, Irv.
We staying on topic. And the key is you didn't do any of that. You simply touched it, said, "What the fuck is this?" and flung it. That's it. That's what we talking about. That's what you did. And you didn't
Disrespect.
I looked at the CD.
hold on.
I didn't look at the
on,
CD.
Hold on. And all I'm saying is you were not in the position to even defend that moment. You got right in your car. You wasn't out there talking with me, Brad, and Lenny. You
Brad was there.
Man.
Brad is a player. You gotta meet Brad, Brandon, man. Next time you come in Ohio, I'm gonna bring Brad. Mr. Brad to Columbus. Y'all can hook up, man.
Bro, somebody called me Brian a couple days ago. I thought my name was pretty easy to pronounce. I'm Brandon. I got called Brian.
You look like a stock photo of
a
middle-aged black man.
Oh, man.
Google it for just a stock photo of a middle-aged black man.
Joe was not outside that car saying.
Well, to his credit, you guys came up and told him to get in the car and leave, and I left with him because I couldn't stay with y'all because y'all was in the vet.
Yeah.
I would have stayed. I'd like Joe, we on the block to see what happened. But I couldn't. Well, I'll be walking, and
Joe, you weren't gonna have a problem because they was gonna beat your ass. So you don't have a problem. You just got an ass whooping coming. Like that's not a problem.
Is the male ego that fragile?
Highly.
I mean, come on, Joe. You frown your face up. It wouldn't have happened.
Joe, let me tell you something, Joe. Wasn't nobody gonna beat you up, nigga.
When nobody gonna beat me up because
I ain't saying it's because of yo. It wouldn't be because of you. We wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
if we come together, we leave together.
I didn't even want to go there, but I mean, honestly,
with a 19-year-old.
How's a 19-year-old gonna check me for putting some shit on my car that I threw away?
Easily, it's really easy.
He did the way he did it.
You saw.
He didn't do it.
He did do it.
He did not do it.
He checked Brandon in them.
He checked you two.
No,
not me, because you put it in your stereo and played that garbage.
Let me finish though.
That's the banana in the tailpipe.
He said, "What's up with your man? Your man's disrespectful." I said, "Man, he ain't mean like that." I know
and as
y'all.
A matter of fact,
you was copping, please.
As a matter of fact, to show you brothers how much I was willing to turn around, I told Lenny, "Yo, my shit's in the glove box. They got my niggas cornered up back there. Maybe we should turn around and go back." Did I not say that, Lenny?
You probably did. I remember he was heated. I don't remember.
He probably was asleep by then. He didn't.
I was with it. I'm like, listen, man, me get in the driver's seat. You get in the passenger.
Because I was not gonna let them sit there and hold y'all hostage. I stopped.
Then why don't you pop off? Why don't you come back?
Well, let me tell you something, right?
Urban legends, Rondell. Urban legends.
Any dude that's from the hood, you consider gangster thug, is out front of a day party giving out free CDs. Ain't that gangster to me? It's just what it is.
I can't go there.
Well, I don't think y'all was intimidated by him. Y'all was just trying to rectify it.
It wasn't about being intimidated, brother. We was outnumbered. That's the whole argument.
Yeah, that's the argument. The argument that we were.
How can you be outnumbered when all you first of all, you're in a $60,000 car? You should be able to just pull off and leave.
Yes,
just like I got in my car and pulled off and left.
Well, if that, you got to lower yourself down and roll into it first.
Now, hold on.
You can get caught doing that.
Hold on.
And then
you sitting there saying, when the dude said to me, "Hey, dog, that's my CD," I didn't proceed to engage him for what? That's your CD. This is my car. I'm leaving.
Right.
Don't forget the lip smack either. You did. Smacking your lips.
Right. Exactly. And if he'd have came over to my car, then it would have been a problem because it was a mutual. What you call it, Mexican standoff, whatever you want to call it.
Okay,
I did what I felt like I did to do, and I left. I didn't need to engage him like, "Dog, don't put no CD on my car, don't da 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 da." I took the shit, threw it, and left.
Joe, so I'm asking you this. Being that you did what you did and he gave confrontation, you don't feel you were wrong at no point of that? Like you could have said, "Oh, my bad, dog." Like you didn't feel that at all. Looking at
escalation.
Hold on.
Escalation.
Yeah, looking at it's 10 people.
No, it's 15, but we'll take 10.
Yeah, look, Is this
Because there was
many
some goons
people?
across the street too. But go ahead.
It was this many people, and it was true. Both things are true. It was his CD he trying to promote, and it was your car. But it's not disrespectful for an artist to put his CD on a car. That's not disrespectful, especially in Atlanta during day parties.
And it's
Like
not disrespectful if I took it off my car and threw it on the ground because I didn't want it. That's just like if you go to the mall and you
Right.
walk in through the
Yep.
mall and somebody go to hand you a CD. Hey, dog, check out my CD. Nah, I don't want that. I'm shopping.
I know
Keep
if I
it
flung
moving.
that bitch in the air and he stole on me, I wouldn't feel some kind of way.
Well, if he handed it to me, I wouldn't just flung it to him. But if I'm walking off and he decided to stick it in the back of my hoodie or stick it in my pocket, and I take it out and toss the shit on the floor,
That's physical assault if you do that though.
Right, and he didn't do that. He just set it on
Listen,
your car.
but
Like
I want to
everybody
know
else.
about how many times have you came out from a party or club event and there was a CD on your windshield?
Twice.
never.
Yeah, that's the first. That's one time for me. And one of my windshield, I just witnessed it.
Yeah, both times was in overseas, Korea.
Any
and
other
Japan.
time,
Yeah.
any other time somebody had a CD, they would walk up to me and be like, "Hey man, can you listen to this?" I might take it in the car and maybe never listen to it. Maybe I will listen to it, but
So
I'll
why
sit
did you
it
take
down.
that CD that day? You try to get me shot in Atlanta. I'm a family man. I'm on vacation, dealing with all these young dudes in all in black t-shirts. I don't know what's going on. But
Man.
if I got to fight for mine to get out of here, we want to see what we got to do.
But it wasn't no fight. That's what I don't understand. Y'all keep talking about it was a fight. Wasn't no fight.
Who said it was a fight, Joe?
Nobody said it was a fight. We
I
said
get
we
that.
felt the tension could have escalated to a fight
There you
if
go.
it wasn't handled properly.
And
There
you
you
would
That's
have,
where you come as a negotiator.
and you would have had no part of it. It would have escalated into a fight, and you would have been talking about, man, we should go back. Well, me and Brandon probably getting
Oh, we
hell
getting
beat out of
jumped.
us.
Man,
by
that
the
would have
cops.
never happened. You know.
And Lenny
man.
like, yo, I can't ride in the vet.
At all.
I can't ride in the vet.
At all.
I gotta ride with Joe and this dude in the car talking about like roughing stuff with the Afro puffs. I'm like, well, listen
Once
what's
again,
up?
Lenny,
100%.
did I pull off and leave them? Did I leave them?
No, we were told to leave. We were told to go up the block and y'all was gonna catch up with us. We were told
Yes,
Because
sir.
I
You two
stopped
told us that.
and the security told me bounce.
Man, security told you to buy. He probably saw you throw that disc in CD.
Like, hey,
Where-
I know
hold
them.
up,
You
man.
take it out of
Don't-
here, man. I'm scared of them.
Don't
I'm
ever,
supposed to
don't,
kick them out the
don't,
parking lot.
don't let that go. Where was security at, man? I didn't see security at all. Me
Oh,
personally.
you think it's a fabrication? I don't recall
I
security,
know it's a
but
fabrication.
Uh-oh.
it's a good wrinkle to the story.
Where was security at, sir?
Where was security at, Joe?
Because there we go. Everybody be right with the thumbnail, by the way.
I did not leave. Did I? So Lenny, I left. I just left them back there. Did I not sit there and say,
Sir,
Make sure
answer
they
my
okay.
question.
Where was
If I remember, I think
Where
we
was
got
Top
out
Flight at? I
on the
didn't see
road
security,
and pulled.
sir.
We got on the road and pulled over, and then y'all got it when y'all came out. Y'all pulled up beside us, and we kept going where we was going.
There you go. But where was security at? Where they come from, man? Please.
I don't know. Well, it wasn't even that much security there because it wasn't that type of
At
vibe.
all.
For the
At
day
all.
party, it was just a bunch
all.
of people just having
At
a
all.
good time.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't
no
the
security
element was
anywhere
not at the
near
party.
us.
no security.
At
no
all.
security. 15 dudes angry about this.
This was
flying
just gentlemen and
disc.
hood niggas just having a discussion. That was it.
It
Now
was
all
a
of
good
sudden-
function.
now all
I
of a sudden
appreciate
security
it.
came out. They flashed the flashlights. They had keys, they guns. Come
Them
on.
Red
Joe.
Dogs was out there. That's what I saw. I saw them
come
Red
on,
Dogs.
Man. Red Dogs, come on.
Yeah, them
bro.
Red Dogs was out there, boy.
They started sniffing Joe's car for drugs. What's next, Joe?
why is you say
The cartel
Did I say
wanted
that?
him?
Yes, Joe, you said the security told you to get out of there.
We got it on camera too, man. That's a crazy part.
Oh, Joe, this is the beauty of it, Joe.
It's live now too.
I
What
hear
did you-
you? I know it's live,
Record it.
Your daughter.
but I don't understand. Y'all
Your
trying to
daughter's
make
not
a
gonna
point like
watch
I
this, right?
did something wrong.
Your daughter's not gonna watch.
No, you did everything
Everything
right
wrong.
for self-preservation.
everything. Yeah, you did everything,
Everything.
wrong.
And Kurt Clune get me an herb killed, but hey, man, thank you, Joe.
Irv capping, because Irv know if them dudes would have rose up, he probably tore. He's first cat him getting close to getting stolen on. That Brandon's get to the car. He's still
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first dude. Let's get to
Yeah.
the car.
But we already talked about this. I'm an anomaly because I'll fight to the death just off of GP. So that you can't use my scenario for everybody. That's unfair. That's very unfair for Brandon. Brandon, like I'd rather run.
Bro, plus I think you're missing an important part here. Y'all don't know where we parked at. Me and Irv parked a couple of spots down from y'all. We were right next to these dudes, literally. We wasn't like 5 spots. We was like literally like 2 cars away from these dudes. Joe, you parked a couple spots down the
But
way.
Brandon-
you had time to
but
get in the car.
Brandon,
Hold on. This is how I'd have played if I was y'all too. I'd have walked straight past us and walks in my car like, "There's some fuck niggas, ain't it, nigga?" And got in my car, peeled the fuck out. The fuck boy ass niggas. This your shit? I'm gonna try this shit out, my nigga.
Hey,
Got in the car and did.
Text you like, hey, get out of there.
So now we know the back. So now Irv. Now we know the backdrop of the story. We pretty much nailed it, but it's still some capping going on. But cool. Now Joe gave me a hard time for trying to be the diffuser, the negotiator, to say, yo, yeah, he was wrong. Let me play your CD. Like it might be hot, so I can get the F out of there. Literally, you know what I'm saying? I'm driving a red vet. I'm in little Atlanta as far as inside the city. Atlanta's small inside the city, so people know your car. So I live here, you know what I mean? So I gotta see another day. So I'm like, bro, don't worry about him. He just a little drunk. Your shit probably hot. You know, I dapped him up, killed the situation. That was it. Got back to the crib.
A&R's album. You got a manager, my nigga? You can see what we can do.
I do all that. See, now here we go with the joke.
I got this beat pack at the house, my G. So check this out.
Get back to the crib. Next time I see Joe, I tell him what happened. He's like, man, you do all that, man. F them niggas. And it's like, bro.
Damn, Joe. For real, Joe?
Joe again.
You could have left.
How, Joe?
Left.
How?
So he just explained.
So the 15 dudes surrounded the car and said, "Y'all niggas ain't leaving nowhere because that
about five that came on the car.
Rocking. They was rocking the car. They was rocking it, wasn't they?
No, they didn't do all that. Those five dudes that came up to us. It was about 4 or 5 dudes. And the rest is stood by the car.
I mean, we was having a Warriors moment. Like,
Joe, you wasn't having nothing.
This nigga said a Warriors moment.
Yeah.
You was down the street, safe.
You wasn't having nothing, Joe. What you mean? We was having you was.
Hold on though. Joe did show his nuts. You can't say he ain't show his nuts at the moment. He showed his nuts. He might have tucked him in when he left, but he showed them. He flashed.
So you talk about the initial tossing?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm called this cap, man. It's not no.
Yeah, that's not flat because he didn't know them dudes he didn't know who they was or who CD that was.
He had
no one told Joe to leave. Joe told you he had that yeah in the glove box.
Yeah,
y'all told us get out here, Joe. I'm ready for action.
All right.
I've been waiting for this all week.
All right. And it goes back
That's
to
the
Mike
only reason
Tyson.
he go out. It's for altercations.
I worked with that dude. I've heard, you know.
I never worked with him. I don't know. You guys are IT wizards, yeah?
No. He's going to that. He's going to that job.
IT wizard.
Hey, Joe's gonna go to that job in the morning, Joe. Joe's going to the job in the morning. Correct, Joe?
as long as I get there.
You got that yaya with you. It's good.
Right.
Yeah, all right, man.
I don't leave home without it.
You had us in a very weird predicament.
Very weird, bro.
And I think we spoke on it correctly. You still have your views on it, which I can't.
My
male ego.
I
bro.
understand.
Strong.
Look, if y'all, I apologize to y'all if y'all feel that way, but my view is my view. That was my car. I took the CD off and tossed it. Even though dudes said, "Hey, dog, that's my CD." I got in my car. I didn't proceed to engage him. Like, "Yo, why you put that shit on my car, son?" None of that. I got in my whip and I left. Yeah, and I don't think it would have been a problem if y'all did the same thing. Got in the car and left.
That's just not the story, man. You know, when he said that, you just ignored him.
Right.
Hold on.
He did.
Yeah, you just ignored him. You didn't
ignore.
You did not address the fact that as a man, he was telling you, "Hey, yo, I got an issue." Like, you could have said whatever you wanted and not have been flagrant, not have pulled your gun out, and we wouldn't have even. We could have all just left together.
We all broke it up though before he paused.
But there was nothing else to say.
But y'all came in before we could actually say something.
So
what else?
So there's no. So there's
why was I supposed to acknowledge him? That's the problem.
That's a black man. You supposed to know it's all black men, brother.
So there's no validity. So there's no validity.
We go through stuff.
There's no validity to the fact that we had to break something up. Like you don't.
What
believe,
did you break up?
All right, that's okay. That's it. You don't believe we broke up. Okay, cool. All right, man.
Attempted 211-187.
What, they was gonna chase us down?
No, they weren't gonna chase. They were not gonna chase me. They were not gonna chase me.
It was not gonna chase us. Nope. It was
So
all
what
gonna
did I
happen
break
right
up?
there. You didn't break up anything, man. That's
you were
it.
down the street, Joe.
And the funny thing about it is, Brandon, we was at a bar the following weekend, and we talked about this with the people there, and half the people there agreed with me.
I don't remember that conversation.
Oh my God, when we was in
Go
Pearl,
ahead and throw that hat on, Rhonda. I don't.
When we was in Pearl, we was in Pearl.
I'm sure you probably told people about it, but I don't remember that conversation.
I'm sure you've told people about it. I'm positive You've told people about
And I'm
this.
sure it wasn't like that, brother.
And I'm sure you explained it.
I'm sure
in
Joe was probably G.I. Joe and
King
had
Cat.
his Draco out and knife, machete.
No.
You didn't
Captain
do that?
Draco.
Nobody act like they was brolic. I took the shit off my car and threw it. What the fuck?
Bro,
is this?
you had big boy energy, bro.
And you just told us a
Big boy.
story that involved a previous big boy energy when you said I had more weight and I just muscled somebody out the way. So
I was drunk. I wasn't even drunk.
You
with
was
this.
drunk at just you.
Blame it
Oh, you
on
was
the
tipsy. You was feeling
alcohol.
right.
Dude, we was doing well. We was having a ball in there. The only reason we left is because that dude was irritating Lenny. That's the only reason we left.
Yeah, we left early before the party let out. We did.
Because Lenny was like, "Yo, I'm not comfortable." And we
That
was
shit
like,
was weird. I was like, yo, listen, he keeps staring at this is going might
I
go
didn't
left.
know about that part, by the way. That's
Yeah.
That's the only reason we left. We were having a blast in there. Me and Lenny never been to a day party like that. That was our first time doing that.
Look, it was like
Lenny
this. This how she's looking at me.
I didn't know.
And I was like, hold up.
I didn't know Lenny was involved with some swigger type
Yeah,
shit, so
I was
I wasn't
like,
aware of that. By the way,
I didn't come down here for this.
You missed that. You didn't mention that story last time we talked, P. So
but I thought, but that was part of the whole story for me. That day party.
I didn't hear
like
that part.
that situation in the parking lot just capped off some weirdo shit. I'm like, it might as well go down like this.
Nah, I remember that we left a little bit earlier. Then when we got to the parking lot, that's when the major let started happening. Like 10, 15 minutes later, and everybody started coming out. So I remember that part.
But Joe, it's cool, man. Your version of it is the truth. I'm not gonna say it's a lie. It's just it's missing some key parts, and one of them is just the accountability.
Boy,
that's it. It's just the accountability in the beginning.
If you gentlemen feel like they say iron sharpens iron. If you feel like I should have handled that better, okay, I'll say okay, I could have handled that better. But in my opinion, I feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's and I can accept that, man. I honestly can accept that.
We can agree to disagree.
Right. It's funny as hell. It's funny as hell.
It's a good story. Whoever tell it.
It's funny after you survive it, Rondell. That's when it's funny, when you survive it and everything is clear.
Survive it? Brad, nobody was gonna. I mean,
oh gosh, you guys have a good night. I'm going home, man.
Hey man, change your caption. Change your caption.
That nigga Brad. He ain't never met Brad in his life.
He don't even know it, Brad. Man.
He ain't never met Brad in his life. Hey man, come on, Brad.
Y'all must be tired, bro.
Nah, I've been working all day.
All right, Brad. All right, Brian. My golly. I thought my name was Brandon, man. Goodness gracious.
I mean,
it was good,
but for real, Brad. No, I mean it was a you gotta think about what was at the most 15 minutes interaction.
No,
we minutes.
Like, yeah.
If that.
Yeah. So it was just crazy.
Good 5
I just think
minutes.
Yeah, it was just.
But when you pulled up beside me playing that shit, I was like, really?
I did do that.
Yeah, it was funny though, right?
It was funny after we got out, but not during the time.
It was funny.
Was it good though?
It was decent. Regular trap music.
No.
Niggas.
No,
I remember, but it wasn't bad though.
No,
where's my scale? Whatever it was.
It deserved to be taken off the car, but in the same breath, if you see me flinging it, I deserve my bad, man. Like, hey man, my bad.
That's
like,
it.
yo, did you
That's
even
all
listen
you
to
right
it?
there.
Like, nah, I didn't even listen to it. Like, man, that's fucked up, man.
That's
like,
it, bro.
I know, man. I'm sorry, man.
That's it. My bad, bro. I know that was you.
But hey, this yours. And this rap music. I don't even like rap, man. You take it, give somebody like rap. I'm an R&B dude myself. Y'all have a good day. Stay blessed.
See how clean that sounds?
Clean.
That's some gangster shit. That's some gangster
Clean.
shit right here.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. Nobody gonna call you a gangster for discus hurling the motherfucking mix CD at Atlanta Day
I
Party
wasn't
parking
trying
lot.
to be. That's the whole thing.
You should have been in
Tokyo. Like
Tokyo.
I was trying to be.
But you
hard
were
or something.
You
I
were.
wasn't.
But you explained
That was your
it as
energy.
you explaining it with that energy. Like, yo, I got it in the car. Ain't nobody confront me.
Yeah.
That's
A
your
lot of
energy. Yeah. Give us more stories, Joe.
Well, this what
You
Joe
got a temper
does.
problem.
He gives you
Do
stories.
you get in a lot of altercations
No,
with
I don't.
strangers?
Oh, he has in
No, I
Atlanta,
don't.
by the way. He has more than just that one, by the way.
Come on.
Yeah, we
He
can
like
talk
beating
about
up little
Columbus.
Somalian
We can go back to
kids,
Columbus
African kids.
with Joe.
What happened with me in Columbus?
I got so many Joe Shine stories, man. Oh gosh.
Come on, Joe. DJ
You gotta
parties.
do better though, Joe. You too old for that, man. You're a grown man, man.
Don't nobody act like that now.
Even 10 years. What was this? What? It's 15, 16? Yeah, like it was like 20 years
this,
ago.
This was a couple of years ago.
This is 6 years ago.
Couple years.
Like
This
this
is
is 20
6,
years
7
ago.
years
Yeah, it
ago.
gotta be
I
less than
don't act like
13
that
years.
anymore. I'm
For sure.
grown. What you talking about?
Shit was 4 years ago.
Like he was in high school or college.
I know 4 years ago. Y'all
Hey
silly.
man,
Shit
don't.
was last
man.
year.
Hey, come on, Joe. You gotta do
I
better.
remember
man.
it was what was it? Because it was
was
the
like
radio station
15.
concert weekend. It was
It was
birthday
14,
bash
15,
weekend, wasn't it?
something like that. 15, 16. Yeah.
Because the whole city was jumping.
It was a concert in Piedmont Park. Yeah, Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar was here. It was
How
like
many
15 or
times we done
16.
been out branding? How many times we been out branding? There been some altercation.
Well, between me and you and other people.
Me and you going out, just you know good and well you wouldn't hang out with me like we do, or like we did if I was one of them rah dudes.
I don't think you're a rah-rah type
Yeah.
of guy. We're both not rah-rah, bro. I mean,
No.
we can defend ourselves and we deal with altercation pretty well, but I don't do well with 15 guys, though. It's a difference. Like, I pick and choose my battle. And I'll be the first to tell anybody that, bro, you got to pick and choose and observe the situation, use your optics.
You got to go out there and double dragging them niggas. You got to get in the video game. Start picking up trash cans, hitting people with people. Yeah, AABB up, left, right.
Boom, boom,
Bam.
boom.
This ain't nothing but the first level to me.
Hey, you stupid, man.
Yes, Joe. So Joe Shine, 2-on-2, 3-on-2. We good, my G. I got your back. We gonna do what we gotta do. But when you 15, 14 on 4, bro, my boy P down here for vacation, Irv here for vacation. They just here to relax, see the city. I ain't man. Nah. So you owe them boys an apology. You owe them an apology, Joe. You do, man.
Did I not just apologize? I said
it was a half-hearted apology, by the way.
You actually gave it to us. You didn't apologize to the actual artist.
And they'll never get it.
Oh, see, there we go. The energy again. There we go.
That energy. Man,
that nigga wants all the smoke, bro.
All the smoke.
That is not the smoke.
Well, you lucky we only got 30 subscribers. They probably never gonna see this, but I mean,
Big Papa smoke.
So, you never know. They might be famous. Baby could have been out there. Little baby could have been one of them. Who knows?
Baby would have shot your ass.
Wow.
Damn.
I heard about the jacket. The jacket lets me know at that point in time in life, it might have went bad for real.
Joe, it was bad, Joe. It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, Joe.
It's cool. You know,
we still love you, man.
Yes, and you gave your side of it. I appreciate that. Do you feel comfortable with how
you leaving this bullshit?
We can always edit this.
Yeah. I feel comfortable.
Oh man, watch out for that lightning bolt coming to your house. Golly. They said God don't like ugly, man. God.
When you tell the story to other people, how do you tell?
Right or wrong, nigga?
Well, first of all, I really don't talk about it. Y'all brought it up, and I was like, "Oh wow."
No, because you said you had the story in the.
I said.
See, there we go. See?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Put the hat on.
Come on, man.
I said literally
the
week after that happened. The week after that happened, me and this dude was in Pearl, which is a bar down in Castleberry, and we was in there talking, and it was some other brothers in there, and he was like, my boy Joe here, aka Killer, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, and we started talking about the incident, and I said, dude had the CD on my car, I took it off, threw it, what the fuck, I don't want it. And there was a bunch of other dudes that said, I agree with you. They put it on my car. I got the right to do whatever I want with it. If I wanted to break it in half, do whatever. You left it on my car.
Nobody is questioning.
But I didn't even go there like that.
Nobody's questioning the law, sir. You're absolutely right. It's your car. Do what you want to do with it.
Why did you choose to do that? Why did you choose to do that?
There you go.
You chose violence.
There you go.
You chose violence.
He started the conversation saying, have you ever come out before and had stuff on your car? And he's like, yeah, I just, toss it on the ground. But in this situation where you see an actual car boatload of people, you want to choose this way to handle it, even though you've never
see them. I didn't see them.
You had to, because we were aware of all of them. We had no idea they were passing out CDs. We are aware of all these people. That's what we telling you. We telling you this. We are aware that there are a lot of these dudes out here. We have no idea that they're passing out
army.
CDs. We didn't know it was a street team for this
Military
dude's mixtape. That's all we're saying, Joe. Like you can't hear us explaining this story to you over and over again and questioning why you don't understand this.
Hey, he had too many cranberry and vodkas, I guess, brother. I don't know.
Joe, it was ridiculous.
He probably had some tonight too, obviously. Go ahead, Joe.
Motherfucker came over here slizzer.
Well, I want to say I had a great time that weekend. It was a good time. It was a good relief.
Great
It was
time.
fun.
Good. It was that, you know what, B? Brad, listen. What was that breakfast spot we went to? And they served everything with chorizo sausage, and they had like the cheesecake shakes. We went on some late night. It was, I think it's only unique to Atlanta. It was a breakfast spot. They had like tacos and breakfast burritos and stuff.
You talking about Delius? Yeah.
Delius, I was down there tea for 24 hours. You know, you take me there.
Yeah. You enjoyed the food, bro? For real?
Yeah.
Remember the red velvet?
It was red velvet cake shake.
Yes,
that's what it was.
Red velvet cheese.
Delius sausage stand. Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know if you've been. Was Joe with us? He was with us too.
Of course, Joe was with us. We went to.
He was on good behavior that night.
He wasn't there. There was only real players there that night.
Nah, Joe was there. He was on good behavior.
That was glad. No, yeah, it was, but it was I remember looking it up when I came home to see if it was like a chain or something. I just saw it was only in that.
Nah, it was only the ATL.
Yeah, I was like, ain't that about something?
So he let Joe out of his cage for one night. He was on good behavior, and then day party, he decided to act a goddamn fool. Boy, I tell you, man, that's crazy.
Damn. I mean, we explained that you don't never act like that.
And Joe, he doubling down. That's the crazy part. This man is tripling down.
Yeah, like, nah,
lost in the sauce. Go ahead, Joe. What's your ending?
Well, in all intents and purposes, if brothers is passing out CDs to strangers, you have to take constructive criticism how it comes, because you're putting yourself out there. And if somebody say, "Get that shit out my face," let that person be. You know what I'm saying? Try to get to the next person.
All right, I'm sure you're not gonna give nobody that leeway, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, people don't really just give me like. I don't really frequent the type of establishments you do on a regular basis where they put shit on my windshield when I'm inside patronizing the establishment.
Oh, that's nigga shit all day.
Yeah. So you are where you go.
Yeah, you right about that.
They ain't doing that to Roof Chris Ball. They ain't doing that.
Listen, man, you take your motherfucking bouginess.
Bougie.
You wrap that shit up and you pack it away. All right, you don't come to my goddamn podcast with that bougie ass shit.
Okay, Lippy.
Hey, let's just have a conversation, all right?
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, man. Yes, it was a good time. How about all?
We were in a situation that would lead to fuckery. Yes. I will agree to that. but if the only way we could truly know what happened, if me and Joe didn't leave and we stayed with y'all, that's the only way we can really truly measure what really could have popped off. Oh, that's fine. You just don't trust the two people that
They almost got killed for you guys.
Yeah,
for this nigga.
That's cool.
But, I mean,
that's cool though.
I told y'all what I would have did if I was y'all. That's on y'all. Y'all be peacemaker. I would even say I would have walked straight past us and be like, "Them niggas is retarded. It's y'all shit." I fucked with it, my G. Got in my car and peeled out.
No, we was already past that because we told you to leave. We was already past that point.
You need to quit caring about people. You got too much care in your heart. That's what's wrong with you.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it is.
This is why, this is why P and Joe rode together, man.
My boy drunk, man, but let me put your CD in and turn it up to 1,000. Oh, this shit is tight. Where my scale
I might have did that too. I might have did that and be like,
cheers,
yo,
my nigga,
work on this. Work on this. You need to put it together.
So I think the conclusion is we got nowhere with this story, by the way.
We flushed it out.
This is a complete waste of 40 minutes of my life.
We flushed it out.
Joe. Appreciate it, man.
You gonna hang in here, Joe?
Hey, I got one more topic though. If we let Joe go though, man.
Joe ain't got nothing to do but go to work in the morning.
Y'all shooing me away. Y'all shooing me away.
No, we got to hang out before
you make people drink, Joe. I just want to
before we let Joe go, bro. Hey, we got to give our best Joe Shine story from Nationwide, though, man. You got to have some. I got a Joe Shine story from Nationwide too.
I want to hear Joe Shine's best Nationwide story with us. I want to hear Joe Shine's.
It's best. A name.
Go ahead.
Matt Cooper.
The Coop.
Which one is Matt? Which what
He
his
definitely was white.
You remember Matt Cooper?
Oh,
man.
you know
He
who
looked
Matt
like
Cooper.
he looked like
Stay away from Joe Shine. He doesn't know what the hell
he
he's
looked
doing.
like that dude off of Spider-Man.
He probably knew what he was talking about. That's what he was saying.
Nah, he didn't.
He like the Green Goblin. You remember Matt Cooper? He had that Goblin look to him.
William Dafoe.
The Lotus Notes team.
He looked like Willem Dafoe, basically.
Yeah, whoever that Green
Right
Goblin.
way, yeah. He looked like William
He had
Dafoe.
a mean look on his face all the time.
Damn.
And the funny thing about it is
Irv is bad with names.
he's a Q dude. He's a QAnon dude because
Stop.
of the fact that what's the name was some of the people that I still speak to at Nationwide.
Rondell was a fraud at Nationwide.
Yeah.
He was literally getting like
certified.
2.5 hours of sleep. The
Yeah,
whole
certified.
time. Yeah, he was just getting like we'd come in the house and he'd be all right, man, I'm gonna go to work. I'm like, for real? Like
You was Rondell was an upscale.
Irv's a weird dude,
I
man.
do.
Irv's a weird dude.
Like, all right, man, I'm gonna go to
That's a
sleep.
different story, though.
Whoa.
That's a different
Joe.
story.
Joe, stop it, Joe.
You was an upscale version of what I do.
Joe trying to say I was an upscale version of what he does. And he's a pet fucking rock.
No.
All right.
Man,
You
go
trying
ahead
to tell me?
let him finish his story, man. I want to
Go
hear
ahead.
Joe Shine's story. I mean,
Don't you,
Matt Cooper,
don't
go
you
ahead.
do that, Joe.
I got a perfect story once you finish, Joe. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, he was a racist ass white dude who did everything in his power to try to get me up out of there, and it didn't work.
Do you
So
think
I
it's the
really
fact
didn't
you weren't
care.
doing anything? Your stats might have been the reason. From what I didn't work Nationwide with y'all.
But you heard the
just going through
stories?
Conversation, yeah.
Hey, why don't you speak on that, Joe? What were your stats like?
My stats was great.
Oh man,
My
the hat
stats
back.
were bad.
Hey, put the hat back on.
Oh
My
my
stats were
God.
bad.
Oh my
My
God.
stats were bad.
Oh my God. Hey, this
Rondell.
dude would be on
Mister,
Hey,
this is
listen.
coming from Mister. I'm gonna work Saturday and never show up on that day, or I'm gonna do this and do that and never be there.
Yo, I
touche.
remember them Saturday mornings. He was like, "Yo, man, I ain't going."
But that was me. The same dude that came in and said,
Listen.
"Don't fire me." Some chick threw my keys in the water.
It was the truth.
Hey man, hold on, Joe.
It was
Joe,
the truth.
mute Joe. Mute Joe. Mute Joe.
It was the truth.
Mute him. Mute him now, Joe.
Oh,
Mute
mute
Joe.
me?
Mute Joe. Yeah, that's a touchy subject, man. I don't really like talking about that. Joe, you can't be bringing that up, man. That was a terrible night for me as well.
See, Joe don't understand it.
Why was it
real
terrible
night.
for you? You had to walk home or you get a ride home?
He was my ride. I rode with him.
Makes sense.
Man, I was supposed to have the night of my lifetime that evening. I had some. I'm walking my hand. He like, yo, man. Let out. It's like the let out's over. Like, so mind you, the let out over. Everybody leaving. It's people there that we knew and I knew that could have gave us a ride somewhere. He like, man, I ain't got my keys. But he knew he ain't have his keys around 11:45.
Damn.
So I'm like, yo.
I have been drinking.
And I'm the pet rock.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing at work.
Hey, hold
you was
on,
just
Joe.
stealing Nationwide money.
Joe, if you want to count me about Saturdays because I drank and partied and did things with women all Friday, that's cool. But let's talk about Monday through Friday stats and you being in queues that don't exist for over 15 minutes.
That's hustling.
Like what's up with that, Joe?
That wasn't
We're gonna get to the Matt Cooper story, man. Y'all
We got it.
all around
Matt Cooper realized that he was cheating the company and he tried to figure out a way to fire him, but he could not be successful at it because Joe was good at not doing nothing.
I don't know the
How
story.
we get Rondell involved in this? I'm talking about you, Joe. What's the Matt Cooper story?
Am I still muted?
No,
you good.
Oh,
The world can
okay.
hear the world
So-
can hear the bullshit. Go
So
ahead.
it started from day one. When I had my interview with them, I did a phone interview. Matt Cooper was in the phone interview.
1976.
Ain't that something? But okay.
Charlie.
Analog.
He was in there and he said
Hello.
something. He said something stupid,
Hello, my
and I
darling.
made a rhetorical comment back to him. And all the other managers, Jermaine, bunch of other people was in there, and they laughed at him because I played his ass. And after that day, even though they brought me on, he did everything in his power. I'm gonna get rid of this nigga.
Oh, I would do that too. If you
it
played
sounds
me on your
warranted.
interview,
Like it sounds warranted. What are you talking about, Joe?
He tried to play me
On the interview, you give
on
a
the
shit?
interview.
You
what'd he
give
say?
Yeah, what'd he say?
He said
Context.
something stupid, and he used some big word that really didn't make no sense. So everybody got kind of quiet.
Apparently you didn't
And
know
I
it.
turned around and I said to him, well, if you want to put it that way, I guess in acrimoniously, I could do it that way too. And they all bust out laughing because I used that word, which is no word, to kind of sun him back with the bullshit that he threw at me
And this
So
is
you
on a
use
job
it.
interview, sir.
on the interview. And I still got the job.
Oh, so you come with energy, bad
Look
energy,
at
no
that
matter
affirmative
where you
action.
go.
Look at affirmative
Joe
action.
comes for violence no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
Job interviews,
What was
parties.
it?
And that's when we were sitting there, and Jermaine was sitting in the cube next to me because Jermaine was still there as manager. Matt Cooper comes over and says, well, you're working on this Lotus Notes project, so soon as it's done, it doesn't matter. You're only here for a couple weeks, so we'll be getting rid of you anyway.
That sounds about
And,
right.
and Jermaine looked over his cube and was like, did that dude really just say that to you? And I was like, yeah, he did. And Jermaine made it his business to make sure that I got on.
Worst decision of his life, man. Worst decision. Damn,
He got
Jermaine.
wrote up for that, probably.
Man, Jermaine lost his bonus because of that bullshit. Man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, right.
Looking out for the bros.
Oh man, big regret. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, man. I mean,
my bad, man.
I mean, I know y'all feel like maybe I'm a little harsh, but man, listen, I don't take shit from people, and I shouldn't take shit from nobody.
Right.
So
Am I
that's
wrong for that?
That was your Matt Cooper story, though.
But I'm saying though, he was a racist ass. I am not even gonna use that word on this
was
show.
Yeah, because racism
But he
doesn't
was.
exist.
And I mean, I dealt with it. I handled it, and I still worked there all that time. And my numbers was Chris. You talk that garbage if you want.
Or how about this story to add on to his bullshit story? So Matt Cooper was the Lotus Notes guru for that department, whatever, right?
A real guru.
Yeah, supposedly. I don't know if he was or not.
Rude.
I had a call come in, bro. I put my phone on hold because that's Lotus Notes question. I didn't know Lotus Notes at all. Went down to Matt Cooper, asked him the question, and I said, Joe told me this is how it's supposed to go. And Matt said, don't ask Joe that question. Don't go to Joe anymore for Lotus Notes questions. Come to me directly. He don't know nothing. He directly told me that, and I told Joe that
what's funny about
day.
that? But you know what's funny about that? Y'all talk that, but let me tell you something.
Facts, by the way.
This dude I submitted for escalation about in 1 year's time. I submitted
What's escalation?
Sending the ticket up.
Next level.
Wow, and I'm not smart. Okay,
Hey man,
so
I'm not one of these cubicle pin pushing motherfuckers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
fucking nerd. Shut up, Joe.
Yeah. Escalation.
Well, anyway,
did y'all work on the agile system?
What?
This is back in 05, sir. So
This new IT talk. My fault.
this is old IT talk.
Yeah, Lotus.
This is
Who
Windows
got Lotus
XP.
Notes there?
nobody uses that ever anymore.
Yeah, it's all old.
Yeah,
talk.
Matt Cooper dogged your ass. He said,
But
"Man,
Mac, but
don't go to Joe
I,
no more.
I
Come to me."
escalated. No, listen, I escalated tickets, and every ticket that I escalated, which was a genuine escalation, he shot down or sent back and said this dude didn't know what he was doing. But when they pulled me in the office to go over the whole thing and went through them tickets. Matter of fact, Pete Falls, Ronald went through them too. Went through the tickets and was like, dude, you did everything right. Why is he trying to chew you like that?
Sabotage.
I said, you tell me.
Pause.
Trying to sabotage you, bro.
I mean,
So-
hey, I can't remember the dude. I was coasting anyway.
Yeah, you don't remember. You won't remember.
Oh
you
man,
know.
do you remember anything about Nationwide? Do you remember how the building looked at all?
Yeah, it was like an old medical facility, really,
Okay.
like a medical campus or something. But it was just a bunch of big ass.
He was telling me he basically go to work to take naps. I was like, oh, for real?
Damn.
Like, I was trying to get out there. Like, so you be getting money, you don't even do nothing?
Yeah,
You need to get out here, man.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't hard. These guys they used to complain about things and they just weren't hard. You can fix them if you just knew a little.
That's true. But this is before smartphones too, brother, and Google and all that. So
Not for me. I had a smartphone that year. Y'all didn't. I did.
All right,
Me and Liddy had a smartphone.
I did. You had a smartphone. I had a Nextel.
So let me tell my Joe Shine story, bro. So are you gonna remember this, Irv? I know you don't remember too much about Nationwide. You're gonna remember this story though. Remember one day.
See, God don't like ugly. What happened?
Nigga disappeared, man.
I hope that was on purpose. If that was on purpose, that was one of the coldest podcast moments ever.
Ever. Remember when?
Good night.
Uh-oh.
No, I was just doing the same thing.
I'm back, man. Sorry, my browser crashed. But one day though, bro, it was busy. We had, we always had calls in queue when we calls on hold, right?
Correct.
So I had Joe come over to my desk, help me out with a ticket, right? And he remoted into somebody's machine, and he yelled at the lady, and he said, "Do not hang up. Do not shut off your computer." You remember that, bro? And me and Irv and Tina Bells looked over at Joe like, bro, are you serious? Why are you yelling at the customer, bro? Don't do that. Do not hang up. I said, bro,
Hey,
this
Joe, you
nigga
did that,
is
Joe.
AWOL, bro. He ain't got it all.
Joe, you did that. It was in the morning, too. It wasn't even like it was late until.
Nah,
It was like 7:30, huh?
It was like we always early rise. It's probably like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Do not hang up. Don't do that. I said, oh, man. No wonder why you and Steve Muhammad was best friends, man. Makes sense, man. But
Crazy as hell.
Man,
that's
Joe.
my Joe Shine story, man. I remember that like it was yesterday. Don't do that. Do not hang up.
Nationwide legend.
I think my greatest Joe Shine story is the fact that he still owe me $1 or something like that.
No, from the snacks.
Yeah, like he would hit me for $1 and never.
Let me get a buck. Going to get these ho-hos right quick.
Hey man, let me hold $1. I'm like,
What's your
nigga,
get shit?
The vending machine king, right?
No, vending machine king. Vending machine king. Yo, Joe hit you up for that $1. I'm like,
Oh,
Hey,
Joe has-
they
Joe
got
got some
Twinkies
nice
on the
finesse
third
game.
floor.
Yeah, Joe's finesse game is nice though. He'll finesse somebody in a heartbeat, bro.
take change off my desk.
Oh,
Joe, I showed
finesse
you
game
nothing but
was
love,
strong.
man.
You still
I
doing
showed
IT
you-
work, Joe?
Yeah.
You down there doing stuff? Okay.
I'm a
Oh,
senior
dude.
analyst.
Hey man, you might as well go ahead and hang up now, then, man. If they watch this video, brother, you might want to hang up
Whatever.
now.
What's your employer's name and what's your department?
Right, you might want to hang up now. Like, Joe, customer service needs a little improvement.
yeah.
No.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't that bad. It's just funny. But it was so long ago, Joe. You was such an adult.
Hey,
You was such an adult.
I
Yo,
wasn't
so-
an adult back
Like,
then.
y'all was young
I'll
20s,
admit that.
right? Young
I
20s,
wasn't an
mid
adult.
20s.
mid 20s,
Oh,
mid
no.
20s.
Joe,
Hold
Joe
on.
was a whole grown man with a family and children.
Oh,
Listen.
Joe was in his mid 30s, acting like this.
Yeah, listen.
I have no idea. I'm just making
I
it up.
do know my favorite Joe story, and I
Talk
don't
to
even
me.
I don't even think it's appropriate because of the content and the context. So, Joe, how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 27.
Is it okay if I explain what you
Oh
explained
man, I know
to
where you going
us?
with it. Oh man.
Is that okay for me to tell that story? Because if she hears it and it causes trauma, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to have a conversation.
Still never
But
had
do
this
you-
shit.
She'll
you-
never hear this shit. And if she did,
All right,
that's my
so-
daughter. She's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
All right,
email
so
him a
Brandon,
consent form first. Let him sign it.
NDA.
Doctor sign.
do you
before we start
remember
talking.
what he told us when we was out and about one night? When we was out partying heavy in the clubs. And we
Can
were
I
like,
guess it first?
Please go ahead, guess.
He caught his daughter giving up something.
No,
Oh, never mind.
she was like 14.
She was like
How
a
old?
teenager.
Yeah, she was a young teenager.
Yeah. Hold on. So I'm off with that?
Way off.
Oh, okay. I was 14 once.
So no, this man tells us
It's
that
actually worse, but
he locked her in the room,
Oh, hold up.
preferably
No.
the closet.
You told me this story, and you said it was a dude named Joe, but I never correlated it was this Joe.
Wait, locked her in a closet.
Basically, it was a
It's this
room.
Joe.
It's
You
a
told
room.
me that night. I
Explain
think.
this. How
I
did
saw
you
you that
lock
night.
her in a closet?
So you
Okay.
not a closet, Joe, but you locked her in the house in the room while you was out with the fellas.
No, I didn't
way-
lock her. No, I didn't lock her in the room. She was locked up in
He
the house.
secured the room.
Yeah,
He
she was.
secured the room.
She was in the house, not
Right.
a room, not a closet, not
But
a
the
box.
The
In
attic.
the house.
he's
Hey.
in that closet.
In 2006, you didn't explain it.
Yeah,
Like
right.
that.
And
Give or
I
take.
also lived in, as Brandon, I lived in Beirut
All day.
all day.
You live in Pittsburgh?
Nah,
nigga,
felt like it.
Lockbourne.
Lockbourne.
Techwood
Columbus,
Homes?
Lockbourne.
National
What's that?
National Road
What's that?
Livingston. Off
East
Livingston
side.
and Columbus, East side.
off Livingston. Hey man, come on, man. That was my stomping grounds, man. You had to lock your daughter in the closet, man.
I
Hey,
ain't
Joe
locked her in
Nash.
no closet.
I saw
She was in
call
the
civil
house.
services in Ohio, some retroactive shit.
Joe, just understand, Joe, that we felt some kind of way about that comment.
It ruined your night, didn't it? You
No,
got sober.
I
You got
think you
sober,
had
didn't
too
you?
got
much to
sober as
drink
fuck,
because you said I locked her in the closet. She was
I said
locked
the
in
house.
the house.
I said the house. You
You
specifically
said the closet
stay.
initially. You said
No,
the
we
closet
called
or
it.
room.
We called it the closet because that song was out, right? Wasn't that the R. Kelly
The R.
time?
Kelly's joint, yeah.
Yeah, the song was out about the people being stuck in closets.
Your
So we
daughter
made
trapped in the
fun.
closet.
Yeah, we made fun of it like that.
No,
but no, you
she
didn't
was
say
locked.
that.
She was locked in the house.
That was
Yeah.
poor parenting, man. I hope you developed better parenting skills since then. That was poor. That was sometimes you gotta suck it up when you
Are
can't
you
go out.
surprised, P?
Hey,
No. But I knew the story, but I didn't put the Joes together. But I've heard the story before.
This was a mid
But
40
even
year
if
old
you
man
mention
throwing
it to her, she didn't feel like that. She didn't feel like I locked her. Like
She's a child.
dungeon.
She's
Right.
a child.
Yeah, she
was in there playing
doesn't-
video games
listen.
and watching TV. What?
Next, does your daughter live in
She
Atlanta?
had access to the refrigerator.
Does your daughter
the house,
live in Atlanta?
everything. So what?
Take your daughter to eat and ask her, did she recall these memories and how she felt about them today?
Yeah.
And
Clean
come back
that
on the
up.
podcast and tell her what happened.
Right.
I
Clean
I'll
that
pay
up.
for the
definitely
meal.
do that. I'll
I'll pay for
record
the
it.
meal.
I'll record it.
Don't do
I
that.
talk to her on the phone all the time.
Listen. None of that outside production value. You just gonna come here and talk about it, okay? We
I
got
can
you
do
under
that.
a
I
license
can do
agreement.
that. I talk to my daughter every day.
Oh,
She lives in
Joe,
New York, and I'm
Joe.
saying I speak to her.
Listen,
What's she do in
Joe.
New York?
Say what?
What's she do in New York?
She's a graphic designer.
Oh, that's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Joe. Again, I didn't say you had her in the closet. I just know that you know.
You
locked
said
her
the
ass
closet.
Because
I
that
locked
was
her in the
the
house.
era. That was the era.
Dramatic effect.
Dramatic effect. But the fact that you out here balling with us.
And she was at the house.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. Okay.
And say her age again. How old was she at that time?
Put that on the poll. Can we just ain't nobody never gonna hit on anything. But make that a poll for the podcast. Is it okay to lock your child in the closet while you go have
Not
drinks
the
with your fellas?
closet. See, here we go. The exaggeration starts.
Man. Oh man, this podcast, man. Horrible idea.
Again, Joe.
Horrible idea.
These are two situations that we all have very different visions of.
Man, next time Joe come on, he getting 5 minutes tops, man. That's it, man. He getting a little guest sponsor, a little guest part. Top 5-10 minutes tops, man.
Come on, Brad.
This has been brought to you by Joe Son. Brad, man.
Now you're not getting
Brad.
put on at all now anymore.
Brad
coming on.
Listen, let me say, Brad, the real Brad a player though, so it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's
not a bad thing, man. But that's not.
He might be watching this for all I know.
I doubt it.
He's watched some of them before. That's what I'm saying.
No, he probably gonna skip to this one, but this is a waste of everybody's time, man.
This was great, man. I think it was great. Food for thought.
Nobody cares about Joe's
It showed the multiple mind states of black men reaction to one incident.
Yeah, and how
to give you perspective. You know
how a nigga in his mid-40s was doing CDs and there was no accountability and like it happened 20 years ago. Man, this happened when I was in college.
So
nigga, you was 43. What are you talking about? Niggas, man. Good episode though, guys. Appreciate it, man.
You did it to kids. It was kids.
Did it to 20-year-old niggas.
Kids CDs. You was
20-year-old young men. That's crazy.
All they had was a dream of wish.
And Joe killed that.
Park.
And wanted to kill me and
threw
Earth.
that CD like a Nerf frisbee.
Hey, before we end though, bro, can we get a Steve Muhammad story, man? I got a couple of Steve Muhammad stories.
Oh
too,
my
man.
God.
I know. I just want to laugh before I go to bed, man.
I don't even know who Steve Muhammad is.
You know who Steve Muhammad is. You everybody knows who Steve Muhammad is, man.
I've told you about Steve Muhammad, man.
Okay. He's a player of all players, my dude.
So my greatest, I hope he's alive still, because
I doubt that.
He lived with his mother though, so that's a good situation. You live long when you stay with your mother. She got to take care of you. Look at Lenny.
Yeah, keep drinking, Lenny. Keep drinking.
Hey, so look, I got my.
He had a Tahoe and caught the bus.
All right,
he's just frugal, man. He's frugal.
He was frugal, but look. This is my Muhammad story. He daily would put somebody on hold
Go get breakfast.
and go eat breakfast
outside.
That was Joe dude then. That was Joe MO too, wasn't it?
Negative, sir.
Hey, and it got to the point where I wanted to figure out how this is possible. And so I'm watching him and I'm looking, and there's specific tickets to where you have to install things remotely.
There you go.
And when he would get these tickets, he would say, all right, this is going to take about 25
hours.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the hold here, and I'll be able to hear you. If you have any questions or anything like, just give me a holler.
Be able to hear you, bro.
Hey, and walk off.
Walk off.
And he wasn't getting McDonald's. He was getting like they had to cook it up. Let me get some eggs over easy.
He's going to the cafe
hash.
every morning. Absolutely.
Hey, he would do everything while having you on hold. He'd go to the bathroom. I'm surprised he probably went on a appointment before somebody on hold.
And you know what's crazy about that, bro? He was the nicest guy too. He probably had the best customer service, but was the worst worker ever in the history besides Joe. That's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Like, Joe had the worst customer service.
Joe, you yelled at a woman.
Don't do a contender.
What?
You weren't a contender?
Oh no. I only fuck with employees and stuff like that. My customer service was good. I didn't do no stupid shit on the phone because I understood my job. I just didn't like y'all people.
Yeah, Irv didn't like any of y'all.
Yeah, that was my problem. I don't like people.
He barely liked me, so I mean, don't take it personal, Joe. Only people Irv messed with was me and Tina. That was it, man. He barely liked us.
In Dublin, right?
In Dublin.
Yep.
Yeah.
He barely liked us. So I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that was.
But
it,
you saw my Steve Muhammad story, by the way, man. That was always the one that came to mind, man. That nigga was always getting up, leaving every 10 minutes.
Nah, the one I remember,
bathroom or breakfast.
The one I remember was he came in and he had told Pete, "Yeah, somebody stole my computer out my car while I was out," and then they come to find out that his car got repossessed with the company computer in it.
Oh,
well, he didn't lie. Somebody stole his car with his computer in it.
That's actually a factual statement.
Yeah.
Joe,
you shouldn't look confused in this situation.
I'm confused, man. Period. I don't understand Joe, man. Joe's one of them guys, man. You can't put your finger on, man, what he talks about. I just don't get you.
Joe, you Republican?
No.
Damn. Why?
I got my shot, but we'll leave that subject alone.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Joe's takes on the Rona are hilarious.
What are you guys talking about?
What are you on Facebook, IG?
No, hold on. What do you guys? I don't know what you guys talking about. It's just I understand he's an opinionated person. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So Joe has outtakes about vaccinations as well as COVID-19 that are unique, and I challenge him on these, and he laughs them off. Like,
this Facebook action.
Yeah, this is Facebook action.
Okay, I'm not on Facebook.
But Joe, how you feel about it, man? What's going on today?
I mean, it just makes no sense.
Joe, stop, Joe. They trying to ruin your life tonight, Joe. Stop.
He ain't ruining my life.
Stop. I want to go back a bit and see this video.
I'm Gucci. Okay? I'm fine.
Listen, Joe. Everybody has a right to their own opinion.
I get
they
that.
like booty holes. Everybody got one, okay?
We
just keep it to ourselves.
I hear you.
Do you go out in the public and show people your booty hole? No.
No.
So let's just keep it. Let's keep it cool.
No. I leave the subject alone, but it's people that come who take shots at me and try to tell me something, and then I correct them because
you just Facebook.
I just leave it at that.
Right. Just
I'm
Facebook.
a troll, and I'll admit that.
Oh, there it goes.
With a capital T and 3 L's.
Not a troll,
two.
bro.
Troll, man.
Yeah.
That means you ain't got a life.
Joe?
Come on, Joe. Don't let that be you, brother.
Joe, 57 years old.
It's when people come at me.
Joe? How old
I do me, but when people come at me,
that's not the definition of a troll.
I have to serve.
That's not a definition of a troll.
I have to serve
at all.
That's not a definition of a troll.
Okay, then I'm not a troll.
Troll wants to smoke.
Yeah, you put things out there that require somebody to engage.
There you go.
And then you want to be go about it. Like
you poked the bear, my G.
yeah,
You
that's
poked
why
the
you
bear.
don't never
You
hit
is
me
the
back.
bear.
Yeah, you is
Pause.
the bear.
Pause.
So Joe, why is that? Why have you taken this life as a troll?
Say
Why
what?
why you want to be the villain, Joe? That's what he gets.
Why you want to live under bridges?
Why you want to?
You know what I'm saying?
It's wet, it's moist,
I'm going to bed.
but it's hot
man.
outside.
What's wrong with Joe, man?
There's nothing wrong with under the bridge.
Joe, why you want to be the villain, Joe? That ain't your personality, brother, or is it?
Oh yeah, or is it, Joe?
No, I'm a good guy.
Right.
And this
You
man
got
came
a
on.
free-
the show.
You just admit to locking your daughter in the bathroom to go out to the club.
Locking her in the bathroom. Wow.
That's not what good guys. Matter of fact, you know what? He locked in his shed with the right lawnmower.
That's scary movie material.
I'm trying to tell you, man. But listen, man, it's cool. The I don't see what you get out of that. It seemed like a lot of negative energy. But I understand it's a game for some people, especially now with so much downtime with the way the world, people find themselves out there just fucking around. I get it.
But why that topic? Why?
It's just everybody
COVID
is irritated by it in some
Well,
way.
can we get an example real quick? Give me an example, Joe.
I don't want to talk about it.
I
don't want to talk about it.
We that's a whole different show.
We about to
you're
get
not
this
gonna
whole
be on
thing
another
took it
show.
down.
So this is your
Payday will be on here tomorrow.
You're not gonna get another show,
they're gonna show up.
Unless the crowd wants you, all 30 people ask for you. You're not coming back home, man.
That's fine.
You have been
Joe
fired,
coming on
sir.
once a month. You better
You
put
are
something
going Matt
together.
Cooper your ass. You are getting fired, sir. It all makes sense now, man.
I guess it does, huh?
Oh man.
You see what Matt Cooper was talking about, huh?
Oh, to the core. We giving your ass 5 minutes next time you come on, man. We can put you on a timer, like hit it, Rondell. 5 minutes, go.
5 minutes, Joe.
That's
I'm
it.
just saying. I'm gonna leave it at this. You. If someone has cancer, you'll let them put radiation poisoning in you to live longer, but you won't get a shot. Okay.
What?
I'll leave it at that.
I know. I understand what you're saying. Because if you catch VD, you go take a shot. Correct.
Yeah. So what have people caught?
Syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. Chlamydia take pills though.
I'm
Can you tell me that?
I'm
Get
just
chlamydia
saying
with
this
pills?
logic is broken because for cancer, the person has cancer. For everything else, they're asking you to take something and you really might not have nothing. That's what I'm saying. They're not the right arguments. They're troll arguments.
But they've given people cancer treatments who haven't had
He lives under a bridge, man. Listen, I let people sleep where they want to lay, okay? If you want to sleep under the bridge,
if it's under the bridge, it's under the bridge.
He down by the river in the van.
Goddamn
I'm
Gollum.
so glad I see y'all boys online and not in real life, boy. I tell you, man. Because this shit been a waste of time, boy. I tell you. Gas, all that.
Brandon.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Look here,
you know tonight we got a recurring theme forever, right?
What's that?
Bradley Jones.
No, not at all. You will see my name fully spelled out next time. With spaces, capital, all that.
Oh. All right, gentlemen, man.
Shout out to Brad Butler.
This
Proud of
is
Low Villa,
a
Ohio.
wrap, man. Appreciate you coming on, Joe, and making it even more complex and before you came on. But thank you, sir.
Joe, we're gonna
you
keep
need
you
something
off.
to break it up, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna kick you off. You should keep watching this. I'm just gonna talk shit about you for like.
I really don't give a shit if you do, but I'll enjoy it.
Joe, man, it was good seeing you, bro.
I'm gonna pull up your Facebook page and I'm gonna go through all your posts.
Post them, please.
All right,
it was good seeing you, bro. Stay healthy,
man.
brother.
Take care out here, big boy.
Y'all be good.
We love you, man.
Yeah, love y'all too. Peace.
All right, y'all be safe, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah.
We still live, right?
Yeah, we still live. Hey, man, that nigga Joe, man, full of shit, man.
Is his last name really Shine?
Joseph Shine. Yes.
That'd be a good rap name, Joe Shine. Joe Shine, my rap name, my real name.
Okay, all right, I'll let you rock with it.
That's a Joe Ortiz line, I think. I'm not acting like I made that up.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just out here percolating, you know, trapolating, counterlating. Nah, but I think it was a good fun. It was a good welcome to After Hours. This is the After Hours pod with Ronnie Dale and Lenny Fraud, where we recap the shit you just did not watch.
Right. We recap all that shit. So we brought in Joe Shine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you
the one and only Joe Shine. Listen, parking lot Rocky Joe Shine.
Parking lot Rocky Joe Shine. And we tried to let him give his spiel basically on the event in Atlanta. His perspective, because he said we falsely represented him when we spoke about it. And yet once he came on, he didn't change anything.
No, he was the agger. He started that situation. It could have been inverted. But I mean, it was a good time. He was feeling good. He threw in the air. Like I told you, I don't think the way we propagated that it was never gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If we stayed or if we whatever played out, it wasn't going nowhere. It was just gonna be a conversation. And it was that. But the idea that he did, it's just it's a bigger conversation just about us as black men being courteous and kind to each other in situations, understanding, because you understand too, it's a lot of black men who are afraid of other black men. Like say in that type of situation.
I understand that, but we're not talking about a man in his 20s or 30s. This is a man of a certain age. And in those situations, me and you have a different mentality. So again,
age doesn't dictate one's common sense per se. Common sense is learned by experience and teachings and maturity. So you could be a 55-year-old baby, if you ain't got the proper foundation.
All right, man.
I'm not saying that's what Joe is. I'm just saying I understand how
Unfortunately, you overstand. You keep trying to let everybody know you overstand. I'm trying to make people understand. All right.
Oh, okay.
You overstand.
You know what I do though? I underdig that, player.
Oh, big ups to you, my partner. Putting some paint where it ain't. I see what you're doing right now. Now listen, the thing I'm talking about is the acknowledgement of we may have been in a fraudulent situation. We may have put ourselves in a position where we could fail.
Shaky ground.
Yeah, shaky ground. And that's we just trying to acknowledge that. And as you see in the conversation, we were never we like, yo, did you see all these people?
The problem was he had that yeah.
All right.
That's the Trump card, right? The yeah, because the yeah get you out of situation. It can get you out of situation. It might get in that situation, might turn into another situation, but it can get you out of situation.
I got you, man. I'm gonna let you live on that. You are correct. I'm not gonna.
No, I mean this story. I come out great. I had a great time. I was respectful to everybody. My partner got a little Aggie. I was ready to represent. You know what I'm saying? Just off GP. Because people were showing me a good time in the city I'm not from. So it was all love. I just don't think it went. I just know it wouldn't went that way. Because see, the thing is, that's a different time. It's a different me. So I just know it really would never get there.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fraud. I understand that, but we're talking about the actual culprit. The culprit should not take.
He was with me.
But come on, he was with me. He don't even know you like that.
Some of that machismo rubbed off. Machismo.
It was just the pheromones of masculinity.
Yeah.
Hey man,
that's what I was working out every day too. Like it was stupid, ignorant.
Yeah. It was fun, man. I enjoyed the trip. That was just a moment.
A blip on the radar.
All right.
It was fun though. It was good times to have all. But yeah. I mean, like I said this thing, I wouldn't if y'all had a back seat, I'd have got right. Like, hold on, go ahead down. I'm gonna hang back and see what's shaking. Because I didn't see it as an issue until y'all came up and y'all was like, hold on. Because I was about to get in the car. Let's go. Because they felt offended, but ain't nothing about to happen. Just get in the car and dip, and you go about our business, and they go back to doing what street team people do. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I can see how you would feel that way.
Yeah, I'm out here living like I'm Bruce Willis, man.
Yeah, I told you, movie. You the superhero.
It's gonna be Double Dragon. You know, Double Dragon started like 20 people in the corner. They run up on you, and you just start whack. That's
bottles fine.
That's how I view it. I view it like Contra without the guns.
Dang. All right, man. Well, how'd you feel getting back home, man?
Oh, it was cool, man. I felt good. I felt I came out strong in that first round. I was doing a lot of jabbing and sticking, moving around the ring, get my presence known. Right. You know, around the fourth round, got a little winded, so I started hitting him at the body. Started working that body, a couple rabbit kidney punches just when the ref wasn't looking, And I got that TKO in the 6th, top of the 6th. I felt real good. I got him, and he couldn't really get back up, and ref counted him out. And I feel I'm getting back to my fighting weight and back on my feet, but looking for going after Mike Tyson to get that heavyweight championship.
All right, well, who are you guys looking for your next fight?
All of them.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, you have a good night, sir. Thank you, Mr. Kellerman.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm about to end this joint. You stupid.